And just like that, we're back for another XRP video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be reviewing what's been going on most recently with that price action and what I think is likely to happen next. Now, I'm in a slightly different change of scenery outside of the studio. I apologize for the bad audio. I was away last night with the family, but XRP doesn't wait for anybody. So I'm here for just a brief update just on what I see going on with the price action, what I think is likely to happen next, and all that wonderful stuff. As I get into it, if you find it useful, informative, smash a like button. If you're new to the channel, why not consider subscribing, tapping the bell, selecting all the notifications, and you will not miss another XRP update. And of course, if you haven't yet joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check it out. Links in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free, and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. So why not go ahead and check it out. Let's waste no more time there. Let's keep this nice and brief because of the bad audio. Jump down into the charts and take a look at what's going on here with XRP. So what we're going to do is we're just going to review kind of where we were at, I think yesterday with this one. So we were expecting kind of like a three-wave corrective structure to the downside. As you can kind of see, we've come down. We've kind of come close to not quite tapping that 200 EMA. We bounce up, which is where our B wave structure is. And well, we're probably going to have to look at coming back down. Okay, now at the moment, at this point of recording, I still think that we actually have the ability for XRP to push ever so slightly higher. I don't think this B wave is actually done just yet. Now, I think we can probably push a little bit higher, but we shouldn't go up higher than the local high that we're currently set at 56.58 cent. Okay, so the 56.58 I think should hold. Anything above that is going to mean that actually this is an incorrect count. It's an incorrect structure, and we're probably going to be targeting out going above 58.50, and we should actually probably be targeting out more towards the 60 cent range. It would be a big three-wave corrective structure. Let me see if I can draw this out for you guys. I'm just going to have to try to collapse this down. I've not got a mouse with me, so it's quite difficult to kind of draw all these things out. But if I draw this in, the other structure that could emerge is an A up here, a B wave down to this side, and then a C wave coming up. And that C wave going up would actually put us in a much more significant position. So I'm going to try to eyeball this one. I apologize. It won't be 100% accurate because of the trackpad that I'm using here. But you can see that there's a potential move here to 62.99 to 7.88. Okay, so that would kind of be the idea that you might be able to do something there if, of course, we go up higher than 56.58. That would be my next kind of thought pattern, that we are actually looking for this break to the upside and we're done with our bigger B wave, which you can see down here. Okay, so there's a couple of different options. I still think that we have the ability to push down a little bit deeper into that C wave, kind of finishing off our kind of triangular wedge pattern before we actually start that break to the upside. But one of the things I think is inevitable here is that we will get a breakout. We will get above the 58.50 range, and we will be above 60 cent. Okay, I think there's a structure for that at a macro level. The only thing that we have to do is basically let these microstructures and this ranging market play out a little bit longer. Okay, so my expectations are that we do drop down to those kind of low 40s before we get the break. But XRP and the XRP community can shock everybody, and basically have this breakout a little bit earlier. With XRP, it's almost expect the unexpected. Essentially, that's kind of how I look at it. It's not one of my favorite coins to be trading because of that unpredictability that goes alongside it. Okay, but for the most part, for me right now, looking at everything that's been going on, the sideways trading, the consolidation, my expectation is that we do drop down towards the low 40s. Once complete, we then break up above the 60 cent range. Okay, and we do have a pretty nice target range for that in the kind of coming days and weeks, right? So for the most part, XRP has actually been a really boring structure, right? We can kind of zoom out a little bit, and we can kind of just take stock of kind of what's really going on. And it's basically just been sideways for a very, very long time, as you can kind of see. It's making some ground, it's making some progress in certain areas, but then right away it just consolidates all the way back down to where it was previously. This is one of the things that makes XRP either great for trading, if you're able to kind of see exactly what's going on with that, or really awful for trading, right? There seems to be pockets of people who do some fantastic trades when it comes to XRP. and there seems to be people who just get wrecked time and time and time again, right? And XRP is just one of those ones where I personally just try to avoid it. It's not my friend when it comes to trading. That being said, spot trading, I'm all over that. I'm all about buying and holding XRP, because when that lawsuit does come to an end, I do think we're going to see very significant returns on on what is going on with that lawsuit. Right, at some point, I'm of the opinion that XRP will perform incredibly well. Right, Ripple will either win, or there will be a settlement between Ripple and the SEC, right? Those are the two options that I see. I don't see really anything else potentially unfolding. I don't see the SEC winning. I think that they've done a very bad job so far, and I think the emails just show that it wasn't clarity. That Hinman essentially created even more doubt and uncertainty for them from the regulatory standpoint when it comes to cryptocurrency. So I think that the SEC are on the back foot and they're going to want to settle, and it's a case of whether Ripple will get the terms that they want through settlement, or whether they'll go the entire distance. And so therefore, buying XRP on spot and basically hodling it, putting it into cold storage, it seems to be the most sensible option, because we see this with the kin token. The kin token did incredibly well. It had a big breakout once it was actually classified. It was actually classified as a security, and they lost. Kick Interactive lost, right? And so, under the worst possible circumstances, that token straight out the gate did 7,000% gain, 7,000% gain straight out the gate, right away. Once that clarity was provided, and it wasn't necessarily even the best clarity that people would want, right? And it went on to do incredibly well afterwards as well, for that note. So I think XRP is going to be in a really strong position, regardless of what the outcome is. And so therefore, buying, hodling, and putting it into cold storage seems to be the thing to do, at least in my opinion. From the price chart, essentially we are bouncing around a bit. It's just fine. We're sideways ranging market. But for the most part, at some point, we're going to get that break to the upside. Whether that is going to be created through the lawsuit or not, I can see technically something that it would be outside the scope of the lawsuit, and that break would take us to the 60s, right, 60-cent range. The lawsuit comes to an end, I think we'll do significantly more, a lot more. So, yeah, I think without me just kind of rambling on for now, I'll do another update on XRP tomorrow. Back at the studio, I have all my equipment, better audio, but for now, that's kind of where I think things are going for XRP. If you found this useful, smash the like button. If you're new, subscribe, and don't forget, guys, join us down in Discord. Link is in the description below. Until the next one, though, guys, have a fantastic